Hey everyone, welcome to the October 9th, 2025 meeting of the Hammonton Board of Education. I'm going to read the Open Public Meetings Statement. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend any meetings of public bodies at which their interests may be discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this Act, the Hammonton Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, purpose, and place thereof published in the Hammonton Gazette and the Press of Atlantic City and posted on authorized premises. We'll have the roll call.
Mrs. Baronato?
Here.
Mrs. Burns?
Here.
Mr. Koya?
Here.
Mrs. Donio?
Here.
Mr. Donio?
Here.
Mrs. Fallon?
Here.
Mrs. Hunter is excused. Mr. Palea?
Here.
Mr. Scipione?
Here.
Mrs. Scola?
Here.
Mr. Thomas is excused. Mr. Lyons?
Here. I'll have the flag salute. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. We're going to go right into presentations. First, we're going to have Lori Shibilia with the 2005 New Jersey SLA results. Come on up.
Good evening. Tonight I'm going to present the NJSLA results for spring 2025. Okay. Our district-wide results include results that I presented in August from the NJGPA, and I'm presenting tonight for NJSLA. District scores increased or remain the same in 11 out of 18 areas. NJSLA stands for New Jersey Student Learning Assessment. Students were tested in grades 3 through 9 in ELA and Math, Algebra 1, Geometry, and Algebra 2. The scores that meet proficiency in ELA and Math are meeting and exceeding expectations. Students were tested in grades 5, 8, and 11 in Science. Students scoring proficient and advanced proficient in Science meet the target score, and individual student reports were mailed home during the month of September. So we have 5 levels for NJSLA. Level 1 is not meeting, and level 5 is exceeding. If you're in level 4 and level 5, you are meeting expectations. So here's some interventions that we have set up throughout the district. We have revisions to our curriculum based on essential updated standards. We have targeted summer programs, universal screening, and multi-tiered and tiered system of support throughout the district. We have pull-out, and we have push-in for Tier 2. Linkit ELA and Math benchmark data and IXL assessments are utilized to differentiate instruction. We have Wilson Intervention, which is a pull-out small group program for grades 2 through 5. INRS committee develops goals and interventions for at-risk students. PLCs analyze individual student data to focus on targeted skills. We're going to look at now the spring of 2024-25 language arts. So we have grades 3 through grade 6 for ELA. The purple is not meeting, and then we have exceeding, which is in the red. We're going to compare that to 23-24 for grades 3 through grades 6 ELA. Now this is language arts distribution for grades 7 through 9, and then all grades for 23-24. Compared to grades 7 through 9 for 24-25. This is our subgroup population for 2023 through 2025 in meeting and exceeding. And this is also our subgroup program population for language arts. ELLs, free and reduced lunch, Section 504, special ed, and then general ed. This is our district overall comparison from state to district for grades 3 through grades 9 for ELA. And we are meeting at some levels, exceeding, and we're right there for a few grade levels. This is our math achievement level distribution for grades 3 through grade 7. Now this, we're going to compare it to 2023-2024 for grades 3 through grade 7. This is our math distribution for grades 8, Algebra 1 middle school, Algebra 1 high school, Geometry high school, and then all grades for 24-25. And we're going to compare that to 23-24. And we have to remember that we're really looking at if students were in grades 3 in 2023-24, now we're going to compare it to grades 4 for 24-25. This is our subgroup for math for meeting and exceeding. And then this is our subgroup program population for math, ELLs, free and reduced lunch, section 504, special ed, and general ed. This is our overall math average for districts, for the district compared to the state levels. This is our science scores distribution for grades 5, 8, and 11. And we have to remember, when we're looking at these, they're in bands. So you're looking at grades 3 through 5, take the science tests in grades 5. You're looking at 6 through 8, take the science test for grade 8. So it's not just that year that they're having to know the material. And that's compared to 23-24 for science. This is our subgroup by race for meeting and exceeding for science for 24-25. And here is our subgroups for science by program for meeting and exceeding. And this is compared, this is 23, 24, and 25. So right now we're going to look at this is the NJSLA 2025 overall science averages in grades 5, grade 8, and grade 11. And this is our district compared to the state. Our dynamic learning maps assessments are for students with the most significant cognitive disabilities for whom general state assessments are not appropriate, even with accommodations. Students who take DLM assessments are instructed and assessed on essential elements. Essential elements are grade-specific expectations about what students with the most significant cognitive disabilities should know and be able to do. The essential elements relate to college and career readiness standards for students in the general population. And due to the limited number of students who participate in this assessment, the results cannot be shared. Okay, that's it.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Shibilia. Any questions from the board? Mrs. Bernardo. Lori, why don't you come back over to the podium? Barbara had a question.
Now, it's just a housekeeping question. Lori, would you mind making a copy, a hard copy of that and sending it to me? Okay, also, according to this, the subgroups are tested separately. They're not included in the regular test.
They are
Their
included.
statistics are separate from the regular.
No.
No.
The subgroup
separate
populations are included in our regular test scores, but then we break it down into the subgroup population, even a deeper dive into how their subgroups performed.
Okay, I probably shouldn't ask this
No, you can,
question,
sure.
but how important is it to know that students are on free and reduced lunch according to the testing? Why is that important? Do you know? I mean, I don't want to put you on the
No,
spot.
but
Yeah, that's fine.
it's
Yeah.
one of the state-recognized subgroup populations. It's not us recognizing free and reduced lunch students. It's the state of New Jersey having them as a subgroup
So
population.
they have to be a subgroup.
Yeah, so the subgroups are generally,
Okay.
in Hammonton, we have our Hispanic population, we have our special
Right, I
education
understand.
Right, it's by
population,
the
free and
states.
reduced lunch, and
Right. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, when you have time, you can even
And
give
can you
to me
email it
next
to every-
regular meeting.
Can you email it to everybody on the board? Thank you.
Okay, great. Sticking with the theme of standardized testing, we'll go a little bit out of order. And I'm going to call Dr. Tegro up. I know she's brought some guests with her tonight who both need to get a good night's sleep for school tomorrow and potentially want to get home to watch the Phillies and/or the Eagles game.
It'll be over by then.
So,
I know we're on a timeline with the Phillies.
indeed we are.
As you were just informed about the NJSLA results for last year, very timely that tonight I have some examples of some very high-achieving students in the elementary school. We do have a significant population that score proficient or above, but it's my pleasure tonight to introduce a few elementary students who achieved a perfect score on last year's NJSLA. The first student receiving a perfect score is Kellen Frankel. Now, before he comes up, I do want to say that Kellen is a two-time winner because last year he achieved a perfect score in math as well. So congratulations.
You can come up and take a picture if you want. You want to take a picture? Yeah, well, yeah, I absolutely think we should. I think his grandmother should take a photo with him.
Tonight, I told her she should.
Yeah,
Of course.
right. I mean, at this point, they need to match. They need to be hung up for posterity.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cute. Very nice.
All right. Our next student received a perfect score in ELA on the third grade NJSLA, Angus Meehan. Come on up.
Yeah, I think so.
We have another young lady that achieved a perfect score in ELA in third grade, Lily Mento. And our last award winner tonight, let me just say that this may be a first. Aubrey Lombardo received a perfect score in both ELA and math.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Great.
Well, that is not easy to do. So congratulations to all our winners. I will just briefly, quickly, Phillies, go over a few things that are going on at the elementary school. The Week of Respect is celebrated this week throughout the schools in New Jersey, emphasizing the importance of treating others with empathy and understanding. Our teachers have integrated different lessons in the classroom. They've had discussions, so they learn to respect differences and build communities that are positive and inclusive. Each day we have a school-wide theme, which reflects our commitment to maintaining a safe and school environment where everyone feels valued. And I did go through the hallways every morning and say, well, what day is today? Well, it's hat day. Well, why are you wearing a hat? Well, because it's hat day. No, you're wearing a hat because it's hat day because it's the week of respect, and the theme is hats off to positive behavior. This morning, the Hammonton Fire Safety Program was presented to all students by members of our fire department. The program is important for elementary school children as it teaches them how to respond in emergencies and practice safe behavior. I'd like to give a shout out to some brave teachers, Ms. DiMatteo, Ms. Gallagher, Ms. Cavalucci, Ms. Ferrara, Ms. Grunwald, and Ms. Galetta, who volunteered to go up in the bucket lift and wave to the students below. And great news. Our much-anticipated brand-new playground is now open for business. Students were so excited. The playground was designed to inspire movement, creativity, and fun, and of course, include swings. The significant addition to outside activity offers a safe space where students can play and grow together. So between today and tomorrow, every student will have had the opportunity to go out and enjoy the new play structures. Thank you to everyone who made this dream a reality, and it was wonderful to watch. Thank you.
All right, we're going to bring back Mr. Ramsey here for the 2004-2025 school self-assessment for the anti-bullying Bill of Rights, and then he'll go right into student safety data. Yeah, and for those of our students that are here tonight and their parents, if you can go ahead and, if you want to hang out, feel free, but thanks for, we understand. Thanks for being here.
Good evening. I promise I'm going to be brief. I have two presentations tonight. The first presentation is that the New Jersey Department of Education requires school districts throughout the state to present their school self-assessment scores for the 2024-2025 school year. Not working the clicker. What's going on with this? Having a malfunction? Okay, there we go. Thanks, Brian. Each school's safety team uses the state-approved self-assessment rubric to rate their collective efforts to ensure a positive school climate and their ability to effectively investigate allegations of HIB. Ratings are assigned for HIB prevention programs, training, curriculum, anti-bullying personnel, procedures for reporting HIB, and our actual HIB investigations. The maximum score on the self-assessment rubric is a 78. So the scores for the 2024-2025 school year are as follows. The next slide, please. The ECEC has a score of self-rating of 74 out of 78. The Warren East Soy Elementary School has a score of 75 out of 78. And Hammonton Middle School and Hammonton High School, they both have scores of 76 out of 78. Districts are also required to report their HIB prevention programs and positive school climate efforts. The ECEC has their very popular and successful Super Friends program. The Warren East Soy Elementary School is utilizing the research-based Ulvaeus bullying prevention program and also has a robust Renaissance program. And Hammonton Middle School and Hammonton High School, they both utilize the Ulvaeus bullying program, and they have positive behavior supports in schools in place as well. Annual training takes place each and every year, and this report is being shared tonight, will be approved by our Board of Education prior to the official certification submission to the Department of Education. The second presentation is the Student Safety Data Systems report from January of 2025 through June 30th of 2025. School districts in New Jersey must report to the Department of Education incidents involving violence, alleged or confirmed harassment, intimidation, or bullying, vandalism, weapons, and substance abuse, possession or use of alcohol or drugs. Schools must also report any other type of incident resulting in a half-day or more of in-school suspension. This information must be reported to the Board of Education in a public hearing twice a year. Please go to the next slide for the chart. This is the incidents from January 1st to June 30th, 2025. I can tell you I did analyze the data from 23-24 school year, from the 24-25 school year, and I'm proud to report that as far as incidents in the Hammonton School District regarding violence, vandalism, substance, weapons, HIB, and others, we pretty much went down in almost every single category, and I'm very proud to report that. But so at the ECEC, one alleged HIB incident at the Warren East Soy Elementary School, 4 alleged HIB incidents, 1 confirmed HIB incident. Hammonton Middle School, 10 alleged HIB incidents, 10 confirmed HIB incidents. Hammonton High School, 17 HIB alleged, none confirmed, and you can see what the totals are. And where you see other incidents leading to like a half-day in-school suspension or full day of in-school suspension, that could be something like inappropriate language, disrespect, maybe skipping class, things of that nature. Thank you. That's my presentation.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ramsey. We're going to go back to principals. Let's have Dr. Silla come on up.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Before I share some current happenings at the ECEC, I wanted to take a moment to thank Mr. Ramsey and our board members for your continued support over the summer as we once again planned for expansion of our preschool program. Special thank you to Mr. Lyons, Mr. Palia, and Mr. Koya for meeting and being available by phone to discuss logistics and some other issues that had come up. Your ongoing support is greatly appreciated, and it makes a huge difference as we continue expansion. We had our back to school night on September 16th. It was very well attended with roughly 400 families joining us. So it was wonderful to see so many people come out, a beautiful evening, and learning about what's happening in our classrooms. On September 26th, we had our annual Hispanic, Italian, and German Heritage Month Wellness Walk. Although the route was a little bit shorter this year due to construction, students enjoyed walking around the school grounds and learning about influential individuals from each heritage. Thank you to Ms. Scordilli, Ms. Rosado, Ms. Hagan, and Ms. Jones for coordinating this event. And speaking of construction, our preschool students have begun their unit of study on buildings. They're learning about how buildings are made and the roles of people who construct them. This is an exciting topic to explore right now as students observe real equipment and workers right outside of their classroom windows, as some work has begun on our preschool wing expansion. We had a visit from the Hammonton Fire Department on Tuesday in recognition of Fire Safety Week this week, so we're grateful to them for always coming out and doing a wonderful job and in sharing important information with our students about fire safety. This week also marks the Week of Respect, with students participating in themed activities that promote kindness and community. And we'll close out the week tomorrow with Community Spirit Day. Students are invited to wear something that reflects their culture, school pride, or extracurricular interests. Finally, our kindergarten and first grade students will visit Duffield's Farm next Wednesday and Thursday to pick pumpkins and enjoy a hayride. So we're looking forward to having parents join us for these fall trips. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, come on up, Dr. Ansky.
Good evening. First, I want to congratulate the elementary school students who had perfect scores. That is an amazing feat. Our middle school, unfortunately, this year did not have many, or I would have brought them as well tonight. So congratulations. That just highlights how hard that is to achieve. As a 15-year breast cancer survivor, I just want to acknowledge that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I want to thank everyone throughout the district for their support of the cause, and they're really spreading awareness. I also want to give a shout out to our new strings teacher, Sean Duffy, who's doing an amazing job growing our program, recruiting students, and beginning an orchestra program this year. He's a great addition to our staff, and I'm also happy to report that the Rotary Club is now sponsoring an after-school orchestra club that Mr. Duffy will lead and facilitate to grow our program. So thank you to the Rotary Club, and also thank you to the board for your support of this program. More happy news from our music program. Our middle school concert band is going to spend the entire day tomorrow with the high school marching band to learn all their pep music for the Friday night's football game. So we're excited about that. It's called Band Buddy Night, and it's under the direction of Mr. Martinez and Mr. McLaughlin, and we want to thank them both for encouraging the partnership and building school spirit and collegiality between our schools. Our first dance was sponsored by PBSIS, our Positive Behavior Initiatives, well attended. We had a lot. We want to thank our staff members who gave up their Friday night recently to chaperone. Tomorrow, more exciting news from the halls of the middle school. We're introducing our newest mural in our main lobby. It's called Books Tell Our Stories. And Miss Judge and Miss Abate, they've been painting, and they created a big book, and our students are all going to sign their first names into the mural, and our staff is going to put their last name. So we're looking forward to that, to the unveiling of that tomorrow, another show of HMS unity and respect for the Week of Respect. Also, lastly, our performers have been working hard to plan for the cabaret under the direction of Miss Cabibbo and Miss Gaunt, and we want to invite everyone to see their talents on Thursday, October 30th. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Mattina.
Can you let us know what the score of the Phillies game is?
It is 0-0 right now, and we're in the sixth inning.
Inning?
2 outs, man on first.
Thank you.
Very on brand with the Eagles tie, by the way.
So good evening, board. On September 25th, we had our gym filled with representatives from colleges, trade schools, and the military. Juniors and seniors participated in this exciting event. Next week, October 14th to the 17th, we have our first Spirit Week of the year. Friday of next week is our fall pep rally, which then the next day will be the the homecoming football game at 11 a.m. So hopefully you all get a chance to get out there, and that night, 7 to 10, is the homecoming dance. We started Blue Devil Time a few weeks ago. I couldn't be any happier with the way it's running right now. Students are receiving a ton of extra help. There's always clubs taking place, which is keeping the students engaged in our schools. What the students and staff have done in a few weeks has been fantastic. They've taken it and ran with it. All admin can do is kind of put a framework together and try to organize something. But for something to be special inside of a school, it needs students and staff, and that's kind of what's happening right now. So I'm very proud of Hammonton High School at this moment. And onto the field house. There's a lot of excitement in the building about our field house outside, which represents the boys and the girls. It looks fantastic out there, and to show it off, Matt Donio worked with our athletic director, Mr. Chris Sacco, and created a video that you're about to watch. Enjoy.
Renovating the Blue Devil Performance Center has been something that I think has been discussed for a long time. What it is an expansion of our current weight room that we have, in addition to girls' locker rooms, girls' bathroom, and an extended locker room on the other side for the boys and for football season. And we also have, the freshman locker room over there, which we utilize for track and other boys sports.
I think it's amazing because it's not just benefiting football, it's benefiting the other girls' sports and all the other stuff.
I personally, for track, think it's better for the track girls because we can change out here. It's more efficient for us, I would say.
It'll definitely be more accessible, and we won't have to all the girls' sports won't have to cram into the locker room in the school.
I think it's finally fair to everyone, every gender, because before it would just be only boys were allowed in here, and when girls would come, I think they would get kicked out. And now with the girls' office, the girls' bathroom, they're allowed to use the weight room. They have a place to go. It just makes more sense.
After school, when you're trying to get ready, there's no room to even go in the bathroom. The line's always so long, so it's exciting to have more room and get ready faster and get out on the field faster and start practicing right away.
I think being able to have a girls' locker room and a bathroom and technically the guys' field house benefits a lot because now we don't have to walk all the way to the opposite side of the track to go to the bathroom, or we don't have to go back into the school to go back change or go into the weight room and go into the bathroom.
I think it'll be good for after-school training or training in the off-season.
There's so many options of what you can do in here now. Instead of you just want to squat, we have squat racks, or you want to bench, we have bench racks. There's so many dumbbells and stuff like that that you can just use differently.
Very grateful for the expansion. I think it's going to be a great addition to all of the sports, and I'm really excited to use all of the equipment.
Nice job. Great job, Matt.
I know, I was asking if you noticed all of Did you know she was
All right.
No?
Thank you, Mr. Matina. All right. Now we're going to go to board member comment. I'll start to my right with Mrs. Burns.
I just want to compliment Matt on a nice job, and that field house is long overdue.
Yes, it is. Thank you. Mr. Scipione.
Yes. Let me find my report. There we go. Just want to say, great job, Matt. It was a great video. I pretty much just have sports right now. So we have the field hockey team's record is 11-2. Girls soccer is 8-4. Congratulations to our September Athletes of the Month, Ava Salida and Stefan Mahan, or Steven. Girls tennis hosted and won their first NJSIAA playoff match since 2017, advancing to the quarterfinals. Hammonton will host the girls volleyball tournament on October 11th in Gym A, starting at 8 a.m. Hammonton will host Atlantic County Cross Country Championships on October 16th at the Hammonton Lake Park, starting at 4 p.m. The homecoming game will take place on October 18th at 11 a.m. versus Atlantic City. The winter registration portal is open through the following dates. The high school, November 1st, and the middle school, November 17th. Please visit HammontonBlueDevils.com to register. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Scipione. Mr. Paglia.
I have no committee report. I just want to comment on the field house. That's something we talked about for a lot of years. I'd like to thank the Gridiron Club for helping us get that done. And I'd like to thank the donors who donated to the Gridiron Club to make it a reality. It's really a great building. If everybody hasn't been out there, definitely get out there, take a look at it. The video's great, Matthew, I'm sorry, but seeing it in person is always better. So.
All right, thank you. Mr. Coyle.
Same as Mr. Paglia, great job on the video, Matt. I'd also like to thank Mr. Capferri. He helped out tremendously with this project. Paul Calderon was a huge help. Sal Jacobs was another big part, and anybody else that helped us complete this project. under budget again and on time for the first football game. That was a challenge, I'm not going to lie. But these guys made it happen, and it's a fantastic place for our kids. Thank you, guys.
All right, Mrs. Bernard.
I just want to piggyback on something Ray was talking about when he was talking about the winter sport, the fall sports. He mentioned a couple of the teams with winning records. I just want to congratulate all the fall teams. I'm a sucker for the kids that sit the bench and wish they could get in the game, and a lot of times they do get in the game, but they practice just as hard. And, they're there supporting and doing what they have to do to be on the team. I also would like to congratulate the teams that don't have a winning record, because if you go to any given game and you don't look at the scoreboard, don't look at the scoreboard. Watch them play. They play with their heart and soul. They could be losing by 20 points. They could be winning by 5 points, 6 points. They play, like I said, with their heart and soul. They never give up, and I give them so much credit for that. The criticism of some of the teams, I think, is not worthy of what they do out there, and I just want to congratulate them for their effort and their contribution to our fall sports. The other thing I want to talk about is, it was already mentioned, our playground. It's so exciting. It's, I love the swings. I thought we should have swings. We need to go back in time, I think, to some of the things we did. Not so much when I was young, but that was like a long time ago. But kids need to get outside. Put your phones down, go outside. And I think this is going to be really helpful in that area. I mean, learn how to play hopscotch. Nobody plays these little games anymore. Mother May I, red light, green light, musical chairs, I don't know, that's just me. But I think, getting outside in the fresh air, just having a break, especially in the younger classes, being penned up in the classroom all day, their attention span isn't that long. So I think anytime they can unwind, but we were lucky that we had grants. We were lucky that Luke was out there every day making sure that it got done, and not necessarily on time, but pushing it to the edge. But I am sure they will enjoy it. It's beautiful. If you have a chance as you ride by, take a look at it. The kids are going to love it. It's absolutely great. Matt, congratulations on the video. I do have some ideas, but I'm not going to go in them tonight because everybody's wondering if the Phillies are winning. It was 0-0 top of the fifth. But anyway, the reason I love it so much is because it's done by a student. And I think that is so great. That we didn't have to outsource this, the student got to do it, and, we look at their productivity. So thank you for that, and it was a great job. That's it. I have it.
Thank you, Mrs. Bernard.
I'm sorry, I got
No, you're fine. Mrs. Snell.
I'm just going to piggyback on what she just said. Mrs. Bernardo just said, Matthew, I thought it was very well done, very professional, and I loved all of the student perspectives and circling back to others. I love the way you executed that, so great job. And very, very exciting, too, about the field house in general. And I think a recurring theme tonight seems to be like, if we see a need, we get it done, right? And we thank, this community gets it done. And I just love it. And we saw that in the field house, and we saw it with the Rotary Club donating so we can have an orchestra, right? Like, amazing. So I just love, we didn't have it in the budget, and all these kids signed up. We're like, well, what are we going to do with all these kids? And so to just form an orchestra, and Mr. Duffy's going to run with it, and the Rotary Club supported our school, and these kids doing that, I think, is just a wonderful thing. So I just wanted to kind of point that out tonight. Like, there's just a recurring theme of, like, we find a way, and we see a need, and we find a way, and I love that about this board and this community. So I guess that's my report. Thanks.
All right. Mrs. Skoll.
Hey, good evening. I don't have a report for safety and security, but I did want to take a moment to highlight our band and our band director, Mr. Manny Martinez, and band staff and parents and volunteers. This past Saturday was the first time, I believe, in almost 24 years that we hosted here in Hammonton. I was lucky enough to be able to volunteer in the hospitality area. The judges were happy. I believe U.S. bands, they were happy. They didn't believe that it was our first time hosting in so long. We did such a good job. So it was just really nice to be a part of that and to see that. I believe Mr. Martinez even got a note or an email saying that they may want to come back here next year, which is great. Wawa, Hers, Chips, Funky Cow, Marcello's, parents, they received donations from so many people. And I just wanted to put the spotlight on them for a minute because when I watched those kids, they were so happy to be out there and they all did a really great job. Even though Hammonton couldn't compete, I think they got a 72.5, which was their best yet. So that was really wonderful to see and hear. Matthew, congratulations, that video was great. And that's all I have.
All right, thank you. Mrs. Stonehouse.
So I just wanted to remind the parents that there is a free financial aid night on Tuesday, October 14th at 6:30. It's sponsored by the Hammonton Education Association, and it's actually provided by the New Jersey Higher Education Student Assistance Authority. I just encourage not just seniors, but juniors and even sophomore parents, if that's something that you think your children are going to explore. I know as a parent, it's very overwhelming, so I'm very grateful that our district is offering that seminar. So just a reminder to parents that that's happening next week. And of course, I'm always proud of you.
Mr. Donovan.
All right, yeah, well, thank you, everybody. I'm glad you all liked the video. I mean, stories like those are my favorite to highlight. I mean, positive and something good going on in the school and community. But at the high school, we've been working really hard on preparing for homecoming. Our Spirit Week, like Mr. Martinez said, it starts next week, and then we have our Fall Pep Rally next Friday. And then I think Mr. Scipione and Mr. Martino also said it, but I'll say it again. Homecoming game is Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Versus Atlantic City because of the team schedule, and that's also the day of the dance. And today we just wrapped up homecoming court nominations, and you'll be able to vote for King and Queen when you buy your ticket next week. And I did want to give a little shout out. Blue Devil time is going really, really well. And for our first student council meeting a couple weeks ago, we had over 179 students. And I think that's probably one of the most well-attended student council meetings we've ever had. And that's only possible because we have that time during the school day to do that.
That's great.
And it's nice for me too, to have time in the morning. I can do things around the school. I get to talk to people more, and it's more of like a low stress period. And also the fact that as a senior I can come in late. I don't really use that a whole lot, but it was helpful the day I shot that video. I had to get all the camera equipment together, put it in the car and stuff. So it's been really nice to have that time in the morning. And other than that, things at the high school, they've been going really well. And again, I think I told Mr. Martina this weeks ago when we first started Blue Devil time. I was really surprised in a good way. That it ran so smoothly from the beginning. I don't think there was a single problem. Everybody knew what to do, where to go. Really, really greatly executed. So that's all.
All right, thank you. A couple additional comments. So coming up, and we'll have another board meeting between now and then, but coming up on November 19th from 6 to 7 p.m. at Hammonton Middle School in the library will be the Special Education Parent Advisory Group meeting. That's the first one for this school year. That is for parents of Hammonton, Folsom, and Waterford students. I encourage anyone who has a child that receives special education and related services to please try to make it out to that meeting. It'll be an opportunity to receive some really value-added free information, meet a lot of the folks that work in the special education department, as well as network with other parents and learn about tips and resources. And I would extend that offer even to parents who may just want to learn more and understand more about special education in public schools and how that works and how we manage children and provide them the resources they need to succeed. So again, that's on November November 19th, 6 to 7 in the Hammonton Middle School Library. Touching on the playground, it's been finished. Fortunately, we got it done, and we did not want to wait a moment more than we had to, so we got the kids out there today. Soon, we'll be putting up a appropriate reminder at the former Penny Park site to acknowledge the donations and hard work from the community for the prior Penny Park, and acknowledge the transition from the park that was there to the park we've rebuilt there. So stay tuned for that. I'd also like to thank Hammonton's own Assemblyman Michael Teresi for not only supporting that project, but also for advocating to the state legislature to help get us a grant to partially fund that project. It helps to have someone who went to school here and lives here in the Assembly to work for us, especially when we need to compete for grants and important projects. It was great to see the students come out tonight, especially those who score perfect scores on standardized testing. Generally, I've been known to rant and rave a little bit about how the state handles their standardized testing. I have some significant opinions and displeasure with the state and how the Department of Education pushes down standardized testing, but it makes me feel great when, despite all of that foolishness, our kids score perfect on the tests. It makes me feel so good. So I'm really happy to see that. On the band competition, I stopped out on Saturday. I did not have time that day to volunteer, but I did stop out, and it's great. I've been to a couple of those. I did not play an instrument. My children don't play instruments. But band competitions are a lot of fun to go to, even if you're not a music person per se. It's really neat to watch, and the parents are super involved, and everyone, it's a really intense thing. And I was at the Hammonton competition last year at Eastern. I spent some time with Mr. Martinez and the folks, the judges from U.S. Bands, to understand how the scoring works. And it's really interesting and very elaborate, and it's a pretty neat thing. So I'm always excited not only to see our kids compete, but we had a lot of people here that day. There's a lot of people in town. And that's a great thing for our community to show just how beautiful a campus we have and how great a community we have. But also, those people that come here from far and wide, I hope that they drive through town and stop and get something to eat or shop a little bit on their way out, or just, look at each other in the car and say, you know what, we should come back here one day. This is a nice town, because it is. So I feel really good about that. The video in the Performance Center is fantastic. A lot of hard work, and Mr. Koya did an excellent job of thanking all the people who donated and volunteered their time. So I'll do it for him, and I'll thank Mr. Koya for being out there, not only working hard to get the job done and make sure that we got the trades and the right people in the right places, but also donating his own time and wherewithal and abilities, and making the financial commitment, the time commitment to help get the project finished and get things done. So really exciting. Lastly, on sports, and Mrs. Bernardo made a great point about the different teams, and teams with winning records, teams that are still building a program. I've watched a lot of the fall sports. We have a lot of great teams competing right now, but the thing that makes me feel the best is just, no matter what sport it is, no matter what the score is, our kids, number one, they seem really happy to be out there with their friends and really excited. That makes me feel good. And two, they're all very respectful, and they're professional in how they carry themselves, and they really represent the district in a positive way. That makes me feel great. And that's a testament in many cases to the coaches who teach them the values and sportsmanship and all of these other important things. So that takes me to the end of my report, and now we're going to go to public comment. It's the first of two opportunities for anybody who wants to be heard. Step up to the microphone, let us know your address, and let's talk.
Good evening. Melissa Castone, 672 Grape Street. It's top of the 7th, and it's 0-0.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's not my only public comment. First of all, I just want to echo the sentiment that Mrs. Fallon said just a little while ago, that we see a need and we get it done. That was worded so eloquently as really going to underscore why I'm here tonight. And if you recall, a year ago, I saw a need with a wall And you guys got it done. And, I think that has really inspired me to, kind of be a set of eyes, a set of ears when it comes to certain things in the district. And I'm here tonight speaking on behalf of several parents. In case you didn't know, October, as well as being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, is also Dyslexia Awareness Month. A few years ago, Hammonton Public Schools took a huge step forward by hosting a speaker from New Jersey's Decoding Dyslexia. This speaker spoke to a well-attended crowd of parents in the West Cafetorium about the struggles and potential remediation of dyslexia. Those of us who attended felt informed, seen, and ready to work with the district in supporting a robust remediation program to support dyslexic learners. And a month later, COVID had us all on lockdown, so whatever gains were going to happen were halted. Once back in school, some students were given support in a program called Wilson Reading Program. That program was featured tonight on some of the PowerPoint slides featured by Ms. Sibilia. Reading specialists and dyslexic experts alike sing the praises of Wilson Reading as a multi-sensory, explicit instruction that works for both dyslexic children and adults. As my son Liam returned from COVID in 5th grade, he was receiving this instruction from Mrs. Tracy Rearick at the West Building. As Liam approached middle school, we knew he could receive Wilson intervention because both Mrs. Maureen Anderson and Mrs. Megan Gorblish are Tier 1 certificated in Wilson. At meetings, however, my husband and I would ask, what about high school? What's going to happen then? We had no answers, but we felt confident that the district would work with us through the issue. And I'm here to tell you that Hammonton High School does not have a Wilson certificated teacher. And this doesn't just affect my son, but it will also affect any child that is currently receiving Wilson intervention at Hammonton Middle School. And as I understand it, Woodford School District also implements Wilson Reading to identified students. So the presence and/or absence of this program also affects students that feed into Hammonton High School from surrounding areas. So my request to the board is to please actively seek out and maybe even incentivize staff to become Wilson certified to support our dyslexic learners through their high school years. Currently, there is an abbreviated Wilson program called Just Words that a teacher can take virtually in one day and learn how to implement lessons. SternCenter.org is offering a course on November 14th. Additionally, Tier 1 Wilson Introductory Program is offered virtually through Drexel University in January 2026 with Dr. Lori Severino. See, dyslexia is often oversimplified as reading or writing backwards, when the reality is that it's so much more complex. Please understand that there's no cure for dyslexia, but there is only support. And support should not go away when a child turns 14. In fact, continuous intervention with a specialist helps the neurons in a growing brain to make connections between words, sounds, and meaning. We need to continue striving for best practices in our district, and in this case, we need to strive for continuity of services with Wilson Reading. Please work with not just me on this initiative, but with the other parents that I represent tonight. And lastly, because there are Philadelphia games going on tonight, I want to, expedite this by just saying that I am one of the newly inducted members of the Hammonton Education Foundation, and I would like to cordially invite all of you to our upcoming winter event on January 31st to be held at Tomasello Winery. Its purpose will be to give us that recharge that we so desperately need mid-school year. So please mark your calendar for January 31st, and feel free to come raise a glass and raise some funds in the name of community and education. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Something we could bring up at the next curriculum meeting?
Yeah, can we write that down to try to get teachers to do that, to get certified?
We'll take that back, serious? Yeah. Seeing no one else in the public, we'll move to the regular agenda. I'll take a motion for finance items 1 through 21.
Motion.
Mrs. Donio first.
Second.
Mr. Schipione, second. Roll call.
Mrs. Baronato?
Yes.
Mrs. Burns?
Yes.
Mr. Koya?
Yes.
Mrs. Donio? Yes. Mrs. Fallon?
Yes.
Mr. Palea? Mr. Schipione?
Yes, Phillies 1-0.
Mrs. Scola?
Yes.
Mr. Lyons?
Yes, motion carried. Next, we'll take a motion on personnel items 22 to 45.
So moved.
Mrs. Bernardo
Second.
first, Mr. Koya second. Roll call.
Mrs. Baronato?
Yes.
Mrs. Burns?
Yes.
Mr. Koya?
Yes.
Mrs. Jonio?
Yes.
Mrs. Fallon?
Yes.
Mr. Palea? Mr. Schipione?
Yes.
Mrs. Scola?
Yes, abstain number 37.
Mr. Lyons?
Yes, motion carried. We'll move to programs, students, and miscellaneous, items 46 through 67.
Motion.
Mrs. Burns first,
Second.
Mrs. Scola second. Roll call.
Mrs. Baronato?
Yes.
Mrs. Burns?
Yes.
Mr. Koya?
Yes.
Mrs. Jonio?
Yes.
Mrs. Fallon?
Yes.
Mr. Palea? Mr. Schipione?
Yes.
Mrs. Scola?
Yes.
Mr. Lyons?
Yes, motion carried. We'll move to the addendum. I'll take a motion for finance item number 68.
So moved.
Mr. Schipione first,
Second.
Mrs. Burns second. Roll call.
Mrs. Baronato?
Yes.
Mrs. Burns?
Yes.
Mr. Koya?
Yes.
Mrs. Jonio?
Yes.
Mrs. Fallon?
Yes.
Mr. Palea? Mr. Schipione?
Yes.
Mrs. Scola?
Yes.
Mr. Lyons?
Yes, motion carried. I'll entertain a motion on personnel items number 69 through 73.
Motion.
Mr. Koya first.
Second. Fallon.
Mrs. Fallon second, sorry. Roll call.
Mrs. Baronato?
Yes.
Mrs. Burns?
Yes.
Mr. Koya?
Yes.
Mrs. Jonio?
Yes.
Mrs. Fallon?
Yes.
Mr. Palea? Mr. Schipione?
Yes.
Mrs. Scola?
Yes.
Mr. Lyons?
Yes, motion carried. Next, we'll entertain a motion on programs, students, and miscellaneous, items 74 and 75.
Motion.
Mrs. Burns first.
Second.
Mrs. Donio second. Roll call.
Mrs. Baronato?
Yes.
Mrs. Burns?
Yes.
Mr. Koya?
Yes.
Mrs. Donio?
Yes.
Mrs. Fallon?
Yes.
Mr. Palea? Mr. Schipione?
Yes.
Mrs. Scola?
Yes.
Mr. Lyons?
Yes. Motion carried. Okay. Second public portion. Seeing no one, we'll move on from that. I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Mrs. Bernardo first.
Second.
Mrs. Skoll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everyone. Good night.